press handstand is a great way to enter the handstand. Now it requires a lot of strength, flexibility and control. Some people can maximize their strength component, and that way they don't need as much mobility, so they're able to just muscle it up. And then other people can use their flexibility to their advantage, their compression strength, and use a nice straddle to make it less of a strength movement. But regardless of which version you do, it does take a lot of strength through the shoulder to control. Now if you're doing the handstand split warm-up, you're doing the basics for achieving it. So doing those drills where you're doing feet to hands, hands to feet. So you're walking in, shrugging those shoulders up, getting them stronger in that overhead position, and really improving that nice compressed pike position, and then shrugging those back into that bridge, then doing the reverse in the next round. These drills really help get that shoulder control, wrist strength, nice body awareness, control, getting more and more weight into the hands. Now, it's something that I haven't really done a lot of for probably a year now, because I injured my wrist quite badly and it was just really uncomfortable and quite painful to do it. I did do a little bit of work with it in the parallettes, but I kind of backed off quite a lot. So I'm rebuilding it myself. I think my body type kind of makes it a little bit harder than most people. My legs are quite strong and take a lot of weight. My shoulders don't respond as quickly to strength training like a lot of my clients do, so they achieve these things a lot easier. But you know, everyone's got to work with their body type. I'm fortunate that I have a lot of flexibility, so I can maximize my ability in that area. But you know, everyone's got to work with what they've got. But in terms of a workout once a week, I like the hang compression work and then some form of press to handstand. And then I use the pancake mobility with it because it kind of helps it as I'm moving along. And if I'm doing multiple rounds of that, if I do 3 to 5 sets, every time I do the pancake flexibility, it's going to make it easier and easier to get that nice compressed position with multiple rounds of loading. So that is the type of structure I kind of recommend for people, but in saying that, it just depends on your weekly structure, how much time you have. But I highly recommend hang compression work. So whether you're doing the straddle version, taking the legs out, bringing them up, and then coming down, or doing the pike version and just compressing. Same for the press. I like the bands. I find they're really effective for getting it. You can do it on the ground, and just getting that isometric hold with a slight lift off is really good. Doing 3 dynamic reps, lifting off each time, or just getting up once with some help from the band and then controlling it down. You can do the drills where you'll peel your spine off the wall, coming down. A lot of it comes down to that upper trap strength and that flex shoulder position. And if you're really strong there, then you're going to be able to control it. In terms of the compression strength for the straddle and the quad strength, all that's going to make it easier, but if you don't have the shoulder strength, it's really going to be limiting. So getting that nice protracted position in your planche, getting strong with that, and then protract press, feeling that. So if you're doing that hang handstand split warm up, then every day doing that really helps. Some other drills that are good to add into your warm up when you're doing your handstand work is just doing the face down raises. So if you get it even harder, you can do it with supinated grip. Show the shoulders up. And that's there, so you're getting that strength in those upper traps and shoulders in that flex shoulder position. Your pancakes are going to make it a lot easier to do it, like I said, so conditioning that in a routine makes it work very efficiently. So that's kind of my choice for that workout. I find it works well. 5 sets is really good. Doing hang compression, press handstand, doing a pancake and then just kind of releasing my hip flexors and doing multiple rounds of that. Works super well. So that's my recommendation, but it really is up to you and how you want to put your week together. You might want to do more days, or you might want to just do the hand compression and the press handstand. I like those two, just like I like front lever planche or back lever manner, because when you're doing that hang, you can really go into that nice deep dead hang position and push up, mobilizing the shoulders before you go into your next press to handstand. Especially because most people, the shoulder restriction is like having the brakes on when they're trying to press overhead. That's what makes it so much harder. So you're mobilizing it every round that you do to make it easier for yourself. So get into those. I want to see the hang compression from the side and that press to handstand from the side. So that way I can get a look at where your shoulders are stacking, and then depending on if you're using the band, how much band help you're using. If you're doing eccentrics, if you can do the jump up and lowering down, all different variations. If you can do the actual press to handstand, but you're just trying to improve it. I see the most common thing, which I do myself, is that I don't open the shoulders enough, and then I try to compensate by planching and then using the lower back to kind of force it up to get the weight up. So that's where the band really helps make it light enough that you can focus on good form and good technique. So yeah, seeing the videos from the side, you can film them front and back. Some people shift to one side and there's a dominance with one arm, and we might need to work out what to do there, but the main view that I need to see for both of them is from the side. So get those into me, get into that workout if you're keen. It is a move 3 workout, so it's not high on the priorities, but if you want to achieve the press handstand, then it becomes your move 1, in the sense that, if you're not working on it, it's going to be pretty hard to achieve. You can get the strength for it from lots of other things, and that will cross over to it. But it is a very challenging movement, so just depending on your own abilities, you might find that anyone and everyone will do better with specific training for it. Get into it. See you soon.